Le Trois Pylons held exclusive licenses to manufacture and distribute toy and airsoft guns, which used the likeness of some of the most well-known firearms in existence. They sold a Desert Eagle light gun under the Cybergun brand, which was compatible to the Sony PlayStation and the Sega Saturn. Other vendors such as PowerTech and Heiss also sold this gun, but they didn't bother to license it. Thrustmaster got a sub-license from Le Trois Pylons to sell a variant which was based on the translucent green model. This variant was not Saturn compatible. Later, a Sega Dreamcast and a PlayStation 2 version were released. I'm going to dedicate the latter an own episode in the future. As the controller is properly licensed, it sports a slew of fake engraving and branding. It looks gorgeous. The build quality of the gun is high. It is heavy, solid and feels very sturdy. The A and B buttons are distributed among the sides of the gun and are located at the top of the trigger guard. This is neither too far in the back nor too far in the front, but a very comfortable position. The fake slide release lever at the right hand side acts as gun mode and fire mode selector. Normal, auto-reload and auto-reload plus auto-fire are the available options of the latter. The auto-reload behaves very strangely. Its capacity is 5 shots, but the gun doesn't automatically reload. Instead, it waits for the trigger to be pulled a 6th time, upon which the gun reloads instead of shoots. The gun mode selector isn't very intuitive neither, because it doesn't select the mode on its own, but is just part of an elaborate auto-detect mechanism. The hammer acts as B button. A button at the handle is redundantly mapped to A to simplify reloading. Furthermore, a foot pedal can be connected to the bottom of the handle via a TS connector, which is then also mapped to A. Next to the pedal socket is the on-off switch for the force feedback. This force feedback is powered by a 9V center negative power supply, which is connected to the controller connector. The feedback is fast, strong and feels very good. The side picture is nice and clear. The trigger relies on a tactile push button and is pleasant to use. In GunCon mode the accuracy is decent, but the precision is bad. Sadly, in this mode the gun has quite some dead zones. Narrow portions of the two sides of the screen and a large chunk of the bottom don't detect shots. Luckily, the two other gun modes don't suffer this problem and don't have dead zones at all. In normal gun mode, the accuracy is good and the precision is decent. In Sega Saturn mode, the gun really shines. There, accuracy and precision are very good. The B button acts as start in this mode. Personally, I have mixed feelings about the gun. That the G-Con support is flawed is a big deal breaker to me. On the other hand, the Desert Eagle is a very good Sega Saturn gun with force feedback, of which there aren't many. Furthermore, the gun is very pretty and feels nice. I can recommend this controller as a showpiece and for usage on the Saturn. The box design is pretty from a distance, but it has some questionable details. All sides but the front are sharp. There, the roll area has an inadequately low resolution, which is especially notable at the letters. The choice of Egyptian pyramids for the background baffles me. The real Desert Eagle was designed in the USA and many units were famously built in Israel. I get it. There is the word desert in the name and Egyptian pyramids are in a desert too, but I think the connection is a bit far-fetched. This is the end of the review. My name is Ben. I thank you for viewing.